Life can feel overwhelming, and sometimes we need God to step in and fight our battles. If you've been feeling anxious, burdened, or restless, this prayer is for you. Let's surrender our worries to God and invite His peace into our hearts before we sleep. Before sleep, surrender every battle to Him. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Trust that He is already working behind the scenes, turning every struggle into victory. A peaceful mind before bed is not found in worrying, but in releasing everything to God. He is your refuge, your stronghold, and your defender. 10. Preparing for a night of peace. Before lying down to sleep, take a moment to acknowledge God's presence. The room may be quiet, but His voice speaks through stillness. Create a peaceful environment, a space where the mind can rest and the soul can feel secure. Soft lighting, deep breaths, and a heart ready to receive bring the body into alignment with God's peace. Breathe in the assurance of His love. Exhale every worry, fear, and anxiety. The day may have brought battles, but now is the time to rest in His victory. Speak these words silently or aloud. God, I trust You to fight for me. As I sleep, I rest in Your strength. 9. Surrendering every burden to God. The mind often clings to stress, replaying situations that feel beyond control. Worries about family, conflicts, and uncertainties steal the peace meant for rest. But the battle is not yours to fight alone. God is already at work, carrying what feels too heavy. Lay down every burden before Him. Picture each worry placed at His feet. Let go of the need to fix everything before morning. God's wisdom goes beyond human understanding, and His power is greater than any problem. Speak this prayer before sleep. Father, I give You my burdens. I place my family, my fears, and my struggles in Your hands. Fight for me and those I love. Let my heart rest in Your promises. 8. Finding strength in God's protection. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No force, no circumstance, no fear can stand against the power of God. His angels encamp around His children, guarding, shielding, and protecting through the night. The enemy may try to bring fear, but God's presence is stronger. Trust in His divine protection. Imagine a shield of light surrounding you and your family, a wall of divine defense that nothing can penetrate. His strength is greater than the forces of darkness. Whisper this truth before sleep. God is my protector. My family and I are covered by His mighty hand. 7. Breaking free from fear and anxiety. Fear is a thief. It creeps into the mind, stealing peace and rest. But God did not give a spirit of fear. He gave a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. The worries that seem so loud in the night lose their power in His presence. Whenever fear arises, replace it with faith. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, declare that God is already working it out. Instead of worrying about the unknown, trust in the One who knows the future. Say this prayer: God, I refuse to be afraid. You are my stronghold, my rock, my deliverer. No fear has power over me. Fill my heart with Your peace. 6. Trusting that God is fighting every battle. Not every battle is visible. Some struggles happen within. The battle of the mind, the battle of emotions, the battle of spiritual attacks. But God sees them all. He is not distant. He is present in every storm, working even when His hand is unseen. Trust that He is already fighting for you. While you sleep, He is shifting circumstances, softening hearts, and making a way where there seems to be none. Instead of trying to figure everything out, rest in knowing He is in control. Speak this truth over your life. I do not fight alone. God is fighting for me and my family. 5. Declaring victory before the morning comes. Faith is believing in victory before it happens. Even when things feel uncertain, trust that God has already won the battle. The enemy has no authority over your life, your family, or your future. What was meant for harm, God will turn for good. Declare victory before the morning arrives. Say, God is making a way. I will see His goodness. My family is safe. My future is secure. And my battles are won. Walk in faith, knowing that God has already gone before you. 4. Releasing every thought into God's hands. The mind often holds on to thoughts that steal rest. Doubts, regrets, and uncertainties replay over and over. But God calls His people to cast every thought upon Him. He is the keeper of peace, the one who quiets the storm inside. Before closing your eyes, release every thought into His hands. Let go of everything beyond control. Speak these words. God, take every thought that does not bring peace. Fill my mind with your presence. Let me rest in your love. 3. Resting in God's promises. God's word is filled with promises of protection, provision, and peace. His truth never changes, even when circumstances do. Meditate on His promises before sleep, allowing them to bring comfort. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. He gives His beloved sleep. Psalm 127:2. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Isaiah 41:10. Hold on to these words. Speak them over your family, your future, and your heart. God's promises are a firm foundation. 2. Expressing gratitude for God's protection. Gratitude shifts the heart from worry to worship. Instead of focusing on what is wrong, gratitude reminds the soul of God's faithfulness. He has brought you through every past trial, and He will not fail you now. Thank Him for His protection, His provision, and His presence. Say, God, thank you for fighting for me. Thank you for guarding my family. Thank you for the peace that surrounds us. A thankful heart rests peacefully, knowing that God is in control. 1. Surrendering completely to God's peace. The final step is full surrender. No more worrying, no more striving, just resting in His arms. Let go of every remaining fear. Trust that God is holding you and your family. His peace is like a river, flowing freely to those who rest in Him. As you close your eyes, imagine yourself resting in His presence. Feel the weight of every burden lifted. Hear Him whisper, I am with you. Be still and know that I am God. Sleep in perfect peace, knowing that He fights for you. As you close your eyes tonight, remember that you are not alone. God is fighting for you and your family, surrounding you with His love and protection. Trust in His plan. Rest in His presence and character, and wake up refreshed in His peace. If this prayer spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more faith-filled messages. Sleep peacefully and stay blessed.